The Manchester United and Liverpool game, and as well the West London derby tonight, Brentford v Fulham. We'll talk about all the other results as well. Arsenal winning, Spurs getting beat. But let's go to Lewis, who's a Liverpool fan. Right, Lewis?
Lewis.
Hello.
Right, Lou.
Hi, Jamie. I'm a massive fan. I just want to say that people are talking about Manchester United, but not so much about how much Liverpool thumped them.
Go on. Now's your chance to... to stick the knife in.
Yeah, so Gakpo scored 2, Núñez scored 2, Salah scored 2, Firmino scored that emotional goal there.
Yeah.
Just, no one's really spoke about how much that we've smashed them. It's just more about how good.
Well, I think they have. I mean, you can't get away from how good Liverpool have been, Lewis. I think everyone's talked about it was a top performance.
Yeah, definitely. I do think that we're coming for that 4th spot as well. Spurs are going to fall behind now.
Yeah, I think, Lewis, I think that's all that's been spoken about. I think both sides have been spoken about, how poor Man United were and how brilliant Liverpool were. And I think we covered that at the top of the show. I think both are true. Liverpool were outstandingly good. Yeah. Manchester United were outstandingly bad.
Yeah.
And the two met. And that's what you get. If that happens, you can get games like that where one team is so bad and one team is so good. That's what you get.
Yeah. Lewis, thanks for your call. Let's go to Isak, who's a Man United fan. Isak.
Hello, Jamie. All right, mate?
Yeah, good. An absolute disaster class from your men yesterday. What happened in that second half?
Oh, mate, honestly, I've never been more embarrassed and more disgusted as a Man United fan in 24 years of my life, mate. I can't really even put a finger on it other than the fact that they just all gave up. And I never thought that those boys had it in them. I really didn't. I thought we'd changed as a football club. I thought Ten Hag had brought in characters that sort of wouldn't allow that, because we had it last season. Liverpool done us 5-0, they done us 4-0.
Yeah.
He done us 4-1, that sort of stuff. And I really thought that with the characters that he's brought in and just the way he's changed this team, I thought we had changed. I thought we turned the corner. And I never thought that those players were capable of letting us down like that again. By no means did I think that we were back. I know there's a lot of people saying, United are back because we won a cup and we're doing well and that sort of stuff.
You
I never
are
thought
back.
We were back.
Come on, Isak, you're back. I mean, you're third in the table. You've won a cup. You've took massive strides this season with Ten Hag. This result is obviously a reality check for the players, and some of them need to have a long, hard look at themselves in the mirror of how they performed and how they stopped running.
No,
but they've come a long way.
Jamie, I hear what you're saying, but a reality check is losing 3-0. Getting beat 3-0, you kind of go, oh, you know what, that's a bit of a slap in the face, calm down, boys, we're not quite there yet kind of thing. To get beat 7-0 is a disgrace. It's an absolute disgrace. And we're the only football club in derby games that allows this sort of stuff to happen, Jamie. I mentioned some of them earlier. I think back to the days of when we were good under Fergie, right? If Liverpool came to Old Trafford, they got beat 2-1 or 3-1 or 2-0. They never allowed themselves to get embarrassed like that, whereas we do. I look at North London derbies. Do Arsenal ever batter Spurs like that? Or do Spurs ever batter Arsenal like that? It just doesn't happen. They might get beat 2-0, 3-1, 3-0 max, but you never see a hammering like that. To get 7 put past you by your local, your main rivals, it is a disgrace. And everything that has happened up till now, I'm not exaggerating when I say this, Jamie, genuinely, everything that's happened up to now at this point in this season gets overwritten by that kind of result. You can't look past it. That stays in the history books forever. You'll never be able to forget it, and it's just an absolute disgrace.
But if you finish the season third, right? Liverpool, finish the season fifth. They might get. I think Liverpool will get fourth, but they might finish the season fifth. Man United get Champions League football. You've won a trophy. You've had a great season. All right, if you've had a shocker, you got beat 7-0. It's only 3 points.
Do you know what it is? It's because it's against them. That's what it is.
Exactly.
It's them.
Exactly.
And you've got and what you've got to do, all that you're saying is built on emotion. If that had been a freak result, let's say, I don't know, let's say Southampton done that to you, right? It's a freak result, and you'd have to go, right, how that happened, I don't know. But because it's Liverpool, it hurts more, and you're trying to make more sense of it. Do you know what? I wouldn't overanalyze it. If this was happening, look, where Man United were the last 3 or 4 seasons to where you are now, Ten Hag deserves a huge amount of credit. His pride will be hurt. But actually, Jamie's right. It's only 3 points. It hurts. It's terrible. It's a disgrace. All of the above, right? but draw a line under it and move on. I would be. That's what I would try and do. I'd try and say, look, we go again. Look, you beat Barcelona and won a cup last week.
We go again, lads.
I know.
There's been times I hear that from a player.
But they beat Barcelona and won a cup last week, and this week you got beat 7.
I mean, it sums up football, doesn't it?
That is football. And that's what football can do to you. Just when you think you're getting on the crest, just when you think you've nailed it, kicks you in the teeth.
Yeah, that is why we love it. That's why we love the game. Let's go to Lee, who's a Liverpool fan, right, Lee?
Hello, how's it going?
Yeah, good.
Right, Lee.
Look, massive result. Can't get away from it. Liverpool are back in business, flying at the moment in the league. Picked up some big wins, and that one against Manchester United is just a bit of an icing on the cake. In a bad season, really, for Liverpool.
Here, I have to say one thing. That I have to agree with Cundy at the start there. He was completely bang on with everything he said. It's been an absolutely horrific season, so it has. But the thing is, it's a lot of things I think have came into play for it. Having a long season last year, losing very important players like Mane, new players coming in trying to settle down. It's a lot to take in, but things are starting to turn a bit now, and I think that yesterday was a turning point. And that's what to say, boys. Mo Salah is absolutely ridiculous. In my opinion, yesterday that was one of the greatest performances I've seen by a player. He was unbelievable, and without a doubt, he's an absolute legend. And how does other teams actually see him? Because I know, like, a lot of people, like especially Goldstein, would be a big one. I don't think he really rates him as much as maybe we do. But how do you see him? Like, how would be in Chelsea Birdman?
Well, look, Salah, his numbers are insane. His numbers are absolutely insane. So, but then you've got to do the eyeball, the sniff test. Let your eyeballs work. What do you see? What do you see in this player? And what we saw yesterday was vintage Salah. What I will say is, since he signed that contract, why haven't we seen that player more? Why? And there might be a number of reasons.
Changes.
Yes, of course.
They've had changes this season. Mane's out the team. Someone, he knows everything about him. He knows how he's going to run. He knows his attributes.
Right.
Things have changed.
Okay, fine. I get all of that.
Yeah.
But that yesterday, if you're Liverpool saying, right, we're paying you, what, $400,000 a week, right? That, we need to see that. Because he's top drawer, right?
He's not a one-man band, though.
No, it's not.
He needs the other team. He needs the other players around him to step up. And they're not doing good enough.
100% right. And I agree with all of that. And there's so many reasons why Liverpool are why they are this season, on the back end of last season. But even so, yesterday. So now, I want to see again. Have they got a chance against Real Madrid? I think it's
dead.
Yeah, but
if any team can pull out a result, Liverpool.
But if Salah puts in that performance, imagine if he puts in the performance like a Beckham against Greece, right? Now the performances where players they become almost superhuman. He does everything on the pitch. Remember that performance at Old Trafford for Beckham against Greece?
Yeah,
right. It was everywhere. It was like he had 3 Beckhams on the pitch. If Salah can pull out if he can save his best performance ever in a red shirt.
I know, but Real Madrid have got Benzema up front.
I know.
And Vinicius Jr.
I know all of that.
Valverde.
But if they're going to get
Modric playing in midfield.
If they're going to get out that different. If they're going to get out of that hole they're in, there's only one way they're going to do it. And if he puts it, and that still might not be enough. But that's what you need to see.
Lee, thanks for your call. Let's go to Hamid, who's a Liverpool fan. All right, Hamid?
Hi, lads. Can you hear me?
Yeah, we've got you. Go on.
Hi, I'm a Liverpool fan, and I'm just being really wound up by it. I get wound up by United fans and some of the excuses they're coming out with today. And I mean, Goldstein was on before, and he was coming out with 3-0. 3-0's a much worse result than 7-0. I mean, I'm an accountant, right? And I can tell you for a fact, 3-0 is not a better result than 7-0. I can tell you for a fact. No. And it's complete rubbish. And this stuff around, this is a one-off for United. United, they got beat by Brentford before. Arsenal put 3 past them. City put 6 past them.
Yeah, but you got pumped by Wolves and Brighton.
What I'm not saying is that we're back. No Liverpool fans saying that. But what we're saying is that I went to the Wolves game last week, and it was definitely, you could see the improvement. Teams, like mid-table teams, were ripping us apart before. In that Wolves game, we were really solid. 2 goals, great. And I was really confident. I didn't think we'd win by 7, probably 6, but not 7. But, it was really, I mean, United got to behave themselves. Right? They're not as good as they think they are, and we're not backers in the same way. But some of the rubbish, like Neville yesterday about that was average Liverpool. I mean, that was average Liverpool. What would the score be? If we were playing good, would it be like 14-0 or something? If average Liverpool can beat them, that doesn't say a lot about United.
Everything went in, though, didn't it, Hamid? Everything went in. I thought they'd have 8 shots on target, 7 of them went in the net.
I don't remember when Real Madrid played Liverpool the other week. Everything went in from Real Madrid, but I don't remember that conversation then. It was Liverpool got tanked. So we got battered by Real Madrid because Real Madrid were a much better side. So United fans need to understand that they got battered because Liverpool were a much better side, and we are a better side. So there you go.
All right, Hamid, I can't disagree with what you've said there.
I know, but who's higher in the league?
Oh, Man United. Yeah.
Well, then that statistically and factually is incorrect.
Yeah, but if you put them on paper, Man United and Liverpool,
I've got no dog in this fight. Right? I don't care. I couldn't care less about Man United or Liverpool, right? But it is amazing, really, how two of the best, the biggest sides in the country, right, and they have underperformed this season, and Liverpool deserved to win. Second up force was outrageously good. Yeah, they've been dreadful this season. There've been moments this season. My mates, some of my best mates, Liverpool, saying they think Klopp could walk if they get knocked out by Real Madrid. The results don't improve. Well, yesterday's result changes that. I get that, but they've not been brilliant. Basically, do you know what it's a little bit like? Two of the old heavyweights. The biggest clubs
Liverpool
in the
struggled this season though with injuries.
But none of them.
End of an era of some of the players.
But none of them are near Arsenal, Man City. None of them. They can't lace their boots this season, and that's what you get. And you get two of the biggest clubs, two old heavyweights, slug it out. And last night, Liverpool absolutely landed some big punches and knocked out their old rivals. But the truth is, they're nowhere near where they want to be. They're getting there. Certainly, on United this season, Liverpool, it would appear, is showing turnaround. I'm not sure either of the clubs can phone up and start throwing their weight around saying how good they are. Do you?
Well, I think Liverpool are on their way back. I think they've been good. Yeah, you look at their results in the Premier League. All right, the Champions League's not been great. They've had problems this season, Jay said. Been a lot of change. End of an era. Injuries.
It's amazing how different you change when it's Chelsea.
Yeah, but Chelsea are rubbish.
See? End of an era. Yeah, a lot of change.
Liverpool 5th. Chelsea are 10th.
I'm just saying.
Chelsea are 10th. You won at the weekend. You didn't move.
Just amazing how the rhetoric changes because a lot of change. Oh yeah, no, this.
Yeah, but you're 10th. It's a bit different for Liverpool. They're still fighting it out, trying to get back in the top 4.
How many points?
How
many points?
Miles off
how
it.
Many points are?
The Sports Bar with Jamie O'Hara and Jason Cundy. Monday to Thursday nights from 10 on AM, on DAB, via the talkSPORT app and on your smart speaker. talkSPORT.